Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would come on today and talk to you guys a little bit. I told you in the last video that I had ordered some Russell Kleins, and unfortunately, when they came, they again they weren't fitting correctly. So I went and I had them adjusted. Well, they still don't fit, so I'm still having a hard time with those. And unfortunately, I can't send them back now because I've already had them adjusted, but they're just not working for me. I don't know why. I know that he does great work. The teeth looked great. They were beautiful, but they just aren't working for me for some reason. And so I'm just gonna have to stick with the ones that I have for now. Um, I really don't have any more of an update other than that. I want to thank you guys so much for helping my channel grow. It's growing pretty good. I'm at like 58 subscribers, so that's 58 more people that are going to know about dentures. And you know, it's important that people get to talk to us that have dentures already, so they can kind of know the experience that they're going to have and kind of what to expect and that sort of thing. There's a lot that they don't tell you that you have to find out on your own. So I'm kind of in that process right now of trying to figure out everything for myself. And watching you guys have been, you know, a big help for me. It's helped so much to hear everything that you guys are going through and knowing that what I'm going through, everybody goes through, so it's nothing unusual. I'm not going to talk too long today because I do have a sore throat. The cold weather's getting to me. But I just wanted to come on and do a little quick update. And I would love so much, you know, to grow my channel a lot bigger and have people realize, you know, that it's okay. It doesn't matter what age you are to have dentures. It's okay. You're going to make it through it. And that there's more people out there than you know that have them. And I have recently been talking with my husband about maybe doing some dental implants. I think I just want to do the bottoms and do like the mini implants. I don't think I want to go with the full-blown implants. It's very, very expensive, and maybe eventually that'll happen. But just right now, it's, you know, it's just not in the works for me. So right now I'm working just to get these where I can use them. There's still a lot of things that I can't eat. There's a lot of things that I can eat that I was told I wouldn't be able to eat. So, it all depends on the person and the way that that person reacts to the dentures. It's not the end of the world. You're going to be able to eat again. You know, you're just going to have to take it a step at a time and really try different foods and, you know, just if you have to, use more of the adhesive than normal to keep them in until you do get used to them. That was my biggest thing. To start with, I couldn't keep them in at all. I gagged a lot, because they were so big. The back of the palate actually touched the back of my throat. And I kept telling them, like, you know, these dentures are huge. And they're like, no, they fit you correctly. And I said, well, I'm telling you, you know, I can't wear them because I'm gagging. And I was gagging so much that I was actually throwing up with them. So they would shave it down a little bit, and then they'd be like, well, we can't take off too much because that's your suction. And I said, you know, as far as I'm concerned, if you can cut it down, make it shorter, keep me from gagging, I will wear adhesive. I don't care, you know. But they finally shaved it down about a half of an inch, which doesn't sound like a lot, but is a lot for a denture. So it doesn't touch the back of my throat now, and I'm a little better with it. There's still times that I catch myself gagging depending on what I eat. But all in all, like I said in the last video, I did have tons of bone spurs. Fortunately, I have got all those out that I can find. So there's literally no pain in my mouth right now. I have a couple of sore spots that are starting from where my bottom dentures are rubbing, because they are a lot bigger. And I have put a reline in those, and I wear a lot of adhesive. I prefer secure. That's the only thing that will hold them in for me, and it really holds them in. It's like super secure, like super glue for your teeth. It's amazing. So I would suggest, if you are a new denture user, to definitely invest in some secure. It's the best that you're gonna find. Do some realigns for yourself. In the first few months, you're not gonna be able to go and have a soft reline done, so do them for yourself. They're really easy to do. They do last a while, but until you get used to putting it in, you may have to use a couple of packs that may be, that it's not coming out right because you've never did it before. But after a couple of times, you're definitely gonna figure out how to do it. It's worth every penny to do it yourself until you can get a soft reline. Pretty soon I'm going to have a hard reline done at the dentist office, so I'm not sure what that consists of. But so far I've used, I believe, 3 or 4 packs of the reline that you get in the store. It's not near as securely fit in there as what the dentist office does, but it does help with some cushion in there. And again, I do suggest that you buy some secure for the first couple of months. Make sure that they're going to stay in, because as your gums shrink, the teeth are going to get bigger and they're not going to stay in. So that's the biggest suggestion that I can give. I know it's helped me out a lot. I hope it helps you guys out. And do some research and, find out what works for you. You may get samples of different things, and what works for one might not work for another. Some people like to use the powder adhesive, and then some people like to use the goopy type of glue adhesive, which is what secure is. So you just have to figure out what works for you. Go get a couple of samples and try them and see what you like the best. But most everybody that I have spoken with has really liked the secure in the first few months. Because at that point in time, you're not getting them to fit properly, because it's not time to have them relined and it's not time to have them adjusted. So after about, I would say around 4 weeks is when I started using the glue itself. Maybe 3 weeks, something like that. Your dentist will tell you when you can use it. And I went straight to the secure. That was the first thing I did, and I love it. That's all that I use now. I don't use powders. I don't use the strips or anything. I use just secure. Be sure to get some dental cleaning tablets. Keep your dentures really nice and clean, because they're gonna smell for the first few weeks where you just had your teeth extracted, especially if you're doing immediate dentures. They're gonna smell because of the blood. Once you're able to take them out, be sure you do clean them really well. And I suggest to keep salt water on hand, because I know it helped a ton with my swelling, and it also helped with the pain. If they give you pain medication, be sure to take it whether you need it or not, because it does help with the swelling process. I know a lot of people don't like to take pain medication. I don't like to take it. I didn't take the narcotics that they gave me, but I did use all of the ibuprofen that they gave me, because it helped to shrink my gums. So that's very important. Just know what you're going into, and don't worry about being too young, as they would say, to have dentures, because there are people out there that are 18, 20 years old that have dentures, and it's okay. It's a new thing. Everybody has them, and you may not even know it. There's tons of people that have them. So just be sure that you do your research, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment on the video and I'll help you the best that I can. There are a lot of really great people to watch on YouTube that know more than I do. If you'll find Kaylin Jacks, she's amazing. And there are a few more that are really amazing that can help you a lot with things that I personally haven't had time to experience, because, you know, I am still a new denture wearer. I've not had them very long. So, yeah, just do some research, find some people to watch, and just go forward with it and embrace what you're given. Make it work the best way to your ability that you can. And like I said, if there are any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And if I can't find the answer for you, then, you know, there are other YouTubers that have bigger channels that know a lot more. And I do thank you guys so much for watching. I will upload again pretty soon, so I hope you guys have a great day or a great night wherever you're at, and just, you know, embrace it. I have lipstick on my teeth now. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Have a great day. Bye, guys.